All right, what we got is a 1/8 ounce number 4. Started out as a pill head. Paint built it up kind of thick. It still got the pill head profile. I went ahead and put the eyes in, resin coated that, UV resin coated it, got those hardened up. But what we are going to tie today is going to be a June bug color. We're going to put some wings off on the side of it. I put purple on the bottom. It turned out a lot darker than what I wanted, but we're going to go with that. It still kind of got a purple flash to it. So let's see how this comes out. And we're going to start out with our Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. We're going to use that as our base cement. Let's coat that hook nice. We're going to put it on kind of thick. We're going to be using some heavy thread on this one. For our thread, we are using 200 denier from Vivas. I love tying with this. It's thick. It gives you a great base coat to start with. Getting it started, it's a little bit tricky because it wants to turn on you. So you need to wrap that tag in pretty quick, as fast as you can get it. Use all your what you got extra there to keep it wrapped up, and it'll stop it from spinning. We're going to go all the way to the head. We got a big profile jig head, so we're going to go all the way back to the hook. And we are using the loon bobbin. It's probably one of my favorites. I like the loon. Okay, so now we're going to cut that tag end off. So thick it has a hard time cutting with scissors. And next we are going to be putting in some chenille. We're going to start the base of the body out with the chenille. We're going to run it up underneath the body, which is going to be hackle in this one. Let's see, let's get some out of here to cut. I'm just going to pull some strands out. I'll probably go with that much right there and cut them long ends off. So we're going to take that flash, it's going in first, and we're going to push it, and we're going to work it all the way around the shank of that hook. I got to reposition my arm on the camera. So we're going to give that a good wrap all the way down. We might even put just a little more Sally Hansen's on this as we're going. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I might give it a little brush here in just a second. We're going to stop just a little bit past the head. We're going to trim that tail off. I want the flash to be even. I think we accomplished that. All right, so next what we're going to do, I took some saddle hackle. I've already got it trimmed. And you can see I've trimmed it the length of the jig head, length of the shank of the hook, and that much more. So we are going to take this chartreuse one, and we are going to take a purple one, and we are going to stack those two right on top of each other like that. And we're probably going to do one more set like that. And actually, I'm going to trim that much off of them. And it's still just a little bit too long. So we're going to rotate it to where, try to get our purple feather, or purple hackle up on top. We're just strapping it down is all we're doing. We're not going to try to cover the whole thing. We're just going to get the feathers tied down nice and tight. We're going to take another chartreuse one and another purple one. We'll stack those two up. No, we ain't going to stack them up. We're going to run one chartreuse one right here off the side. I'm pulling it down just a little bit so that way I keep it on the side of that jig. I'll come back up. It's going to be a busy jig. There's a lot going on in that thing. And we're going to take our other purple feather. I'll lay it on the side. I'll tie it in. pull it pretty tight. I'm putting a lot of pressure on this one. Okay. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to take a chartreuse hackle feather. I'm going to trim it down about halfway. I'm going to cut about half that, cut that feather right in half. I didn't catch it the first time, but I got it that time. All right. That's all we're wrapping. We're leaving that one there kind of high up on the side. We're going to come over to this side and we're going to take another one. Same thing. I'm going to take that hackle feather, cut it in half. I'm going to lay it right there. I'm going to strap it tied down, but I'm not going to go any further than I did that second feather that's down here on the bottom. So we can do another wrap right there. That's all we're going to do. Now we're going to take those two hackle feathers we just tied in on the side. This is where having three hands and the camera not right in your face would really, really help out. So I got a hold of those two hackle feathers and pull them up out of the way. And I'm going to go back here to back and just wrap just like you was if there was absolutely nothing else there and you was just going ahead and completing your jig. All right, let those two feathers go. So that's what you got right now. I couldn't leave well enough alone. I wrapped it again. All right, let's stop right there. All right, so next we're going to be putting on our chenille. And we are using, let's see here, let's get the package up. I am using Rayon Chenille Medium Fuchsia from Plateau Fly Shop. Also from Wapsie. There's a number there, and I believe you can call and use that number to order that chenille we're getting ready to tie in. So we're going to pull it off the card. We're going to go right here. We're going to pull those feathers up. We're going to get that chenille wrapped down really good. We're going to come back up here and get all of our stuff out of the way. Now, we're going to start wrapping that body. Get up here to your feathers, move your feathers. Wrap your thread around that chenille. Start tying it down, get it good and tight right there. That's a little bit to work around. Work around those feathers like that. You know, give it a couple tries, try to get used to it. And what I was really wanting to do is I was really wanting those feathers a little bit further up. But I kind of like that one. Sometimes even when you tie a jig and you see your mistake in it, it still turns out to something that you might want to use. All right, so going to whip finish. Hook it in, start pulling it around. We're going to UV resin coat the neck of that one, so I'm not really worried about 2 or 3 knots in it. I'm telling you, it is a busy jig. It's kind of busy. There's a lot going on with it. It's not the best one I've ever done like this. Like I said, I really wanted those feathers a little bit further back, but I'll take that though. I'm going to brush that threaded neck in with the UV resin. Hit it with the light for just a little bit. And we're just about there. We almost got it. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what we got. It's different. Something a little bit out of the ordinary. A little bit different jig for the fish to look at. You know, you can practice with it, play with it. Like I said, that by far is not the best one of those like that I've done. But I'll take it. I'll use that jig. Anyway, let me know what you got. Let me know what you think. I want to thank everybody that subscribed to the channel. All the likes, the comments. It's so appreciated. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate that. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that bell. It'll let you know when I put another video up. We'll come up with some kind of name for that. And until next time, guys, that's all I got. I will see you later.